on a girl and somebody coming up, you got to block her friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, he's bad. I heard he's bad. You got to get them shoulders broad, put them shoulder pads on and start blocking. That's what he needs to do if he wants to stay in the NBA. Isn't that a great idea for Bronny? Just be Luka's best buddy.
Easily. I forget my man from Texas that did that to kind of follow LeBron around. He's back in Cleveland now.
I don't know right now. My brain ain't working. But again, this dude's going to go off tonight. And I'll tell you this. I was listening to Shady McCoy today on, what is it, the facility? I always want to say the faculty, but it's the facility. Shady said that if he doesn't, he set the over and under at 39.5. He said he guarantees Luka scores 40 points and said, you know what, I guarantee it so much. If he don't score 40 tonight, he said he's bringing everybody in the studio $1,000 cash. So you know what, everybody in that damn studio behind the cameras and on the set and everywhere, they all excited and rooting against Luka tonight. But I have to feel like everybody else and their grandmothers are going to be watching him to, like if I'm the books, I wouldn't have set that thing at 31.5 unless they just think he ain't going to go out there and go off. I think the Lakers get busy. I don't like laying the 9.5. I mean, maybe that's a good one. I'm just focused on Luka. Over 31.5 looks Gucci. I mean, he needs to go out there to prove who he is. He needs to go out there and have like 40, 12, and 10. You know what I mean? And by the way, we also have to talk about what we saw last night. A little MVP talk I got because we saw, like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is just a different cat. But the Thunder blew the largest fourth quarter lead of the season last night against the Timberwolves.
That was bad.
They were up by 25 points with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Did you hear what I just said? They were up 25 points in the fourth quarter. Teams, like, you don't come back from that. I know this is the NBA. That's kind of ridiculous. And the Timberwolves did it. 41 points in the fourth quarter, held the Thunder to 19. I mean, the Thunder go 32, 32, 38, and then in the fourth quarter couldn't put the ball in the hole to save their life. It was like a lid was on that joint. But Shai is a bad mamma jamma. And he's ridiculous. He had 39, 10, and 8. He is probably going to win the MVP. Except for, I will say, I don't know if people know this. Let me tell you why I think betting on Nikola Jokic, because right now you got to lay almost 380 for Shai to win the MVP. Jokic got positive comeback. I'll tell you why it might be a decent bet, or should possibly be looking maybe at Jokic even more than Shai. We'll talk about that on the other side. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. I know it's not spring yet, but it's close, and right now, it's the perfect time to start thinking and planning for your backyard entertainment. Just so happens Family Leisure is thinking that way too, with their preseason pool and patio sale. Get 2024 pricing on all above-ground pools and patio furniture. Also, secure your spot for pool installation. That way, you can go ahead and start making plans. Lots of new inventory is en route, so in-stock patio furniture is up to 70% off. You want a play gym, a trampoline, how about an outdoor kitchen to go along with that new pool? They're all on sale too. You can get spas up to $3,000 off and save even more by mentioning this ad. You do that, you'll get a $250 gift card with a pool, spa, or patio furniture purchase. Winter won't last forever. The spring will be here soon, so get ready with the preseason pool and patio sale at Family Leisure, Rick Road off I-40, where family and fun all come together.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfume. It's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Hey, Marty, something always happening over there in Constant Volkswagen Germantown. So what's happening happening right now?
2025 Jetta S is what's happening, Randy. You buy Jetta S for $20,499.
That's awesome. What else is happening?
2024 Taos SE, $249 a month or $28,616. Or front and rear headroom and longer warranty than Crosstrek or the S30.
Tell me more, Marty.
2024 Tiguan S, more cargo space, torque, and warranty than Escape or RAV4 at a lower price, $279 a month.
Plus 2024 Atlas SEL Peak Editions. 5,000 off MSRP. So get the Gossip Volkswagen Germantown. Spend before 20 with just the road. Shop online, gossipbwg.com. Ask for Marty McMahon.
Remember, the future is what you make it.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Going to talk a little basketball and got to tell you a little something. I think we have a player in the NBA who just ain't getting noticed, man. Like, could you imagine being the hot chick who goes to the club and you're a 9, you are fine. And then you roll up into Oxford and you realize that there's like 10s and 9s everywhere. Kind of be disappointed, right? It's kind of like the NBA. They are the creme de la creme. The best in the business. And Shea is ridiculous. Oklahoma City, they lost last night, I know, in the crazy one. But, like, man, that was just, like, I don't even know. Like, that was weird. They were dominating Minnesota. They played them in Minnesota, beat them in their house the night before handily, beating the brakes off of them, and then had a fourth quarter collapse like I haven't seen. But they're still 46-11. And they are good. And Shea is the best and one of the most efficient players in the NBA. But do you realize that Nikola Jokic had 19 assists last night?
Second most all time, right? From a center.
Check this out. No, not just second all time. Not
from a center,
just,
right?
No, yes, he's the second all time to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who I mentioned on the other side, about how he's the only player in his prime ever traded like Luka Doncic. It was Lou Alcindor who got traded before he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and now it's Luka before man turned 26 years old. Two dudes in the prime that got traded, but Kareem is the only person who has more assists from the 5. That's right, NBA centers, Kareem. And then number 2 is Nikola Jokic, and he's still balling. And guess what? They're the only centers in the history of the entire NBA that have ever gotten to the 5,000-plus assist mark. Did you know that, Darian?
No, sir, did not.
It's just those two dudes. So he's up there in rarefied air, right? Now, he's also, you know this, he's a 3-time MVP. He's got 3 MVPs on his resume. But, like, does he get a lot of pub? No, like, we don't really talk about him. I mean, I want you to think of this. Right now, this season, do you know Jokic is averaging a triple-double? He's 29.2 points on the season, 12.6 assists, and 10.2 rebounds per game. No, 12 rebounds, sorry, and 10.2 assists. Did you know that?
Numbers, dog.
He's shooting also, by the way, 58% from the field, 44.5% from the three-point line, and 82% from the free throw line. He's averaging a triple-double. Not only is he averaging a triple-double, he is third in scoring at 29.2 points. He's behind Giannis and Shea. Just a little hair behind him. He's second in assists per game behind Trae Young. And he's third in rebounding. He could do a triple crown in all 3 areas. He could be 1-1-1. You know what I'm saying? The NBA triple crown, which guess what he's done before? Like, dude could win the stats NBA triple crown as the leader in all, and I still don't think he's actually going to win the MVP.
Nope, because they are tired of him. The same way the NFL voters were tired of Mr. Jackson.
It's wild. Mr. Jackson this year.
Yeah.
Man, what
They
about
got
Pat
tired.
Mahomes?
He was never an MVP candidate.
What? Oh, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, like, what was it? The other 1 year, he's got 2 of them. I know. Congrats.
Yeah.
Lamar's got 2 too.
He should have had 3. By the
no,
numbers.
he should not.
By the numbers.
Well, see, if we can argue, and I totally disagree with you. How many Pro Bowl players were on the Buffalo Bills?
I think
Who beat
6,
Lamar
right?
Jackson in the playoffs? The Buffalo Bills. And by the way, can I tell you a little something? He didn't have 10 NFL All-Pros on Buffalo. They had 3. I can tell you it was Dalvin Cook, and it was Josh Allen, and I can't remember the other. But
Deion Dawkins.
Ravens had 10. 9 of them on the offense. You got Derek bleeping Henry.
They also had
76
Christian
offense.
Benford. He was a replacement. So,
But
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
saying,
that.
let me just tell you something, man. Like, no. If you want to just look at numbers, then you would say Lamar. And the very year before, when they gave it to Lamar, who didn't have the best numbers, who had the year before? Dak Prescott, aren't you a Cowboys hater? Who did Dak Prescott have 55 times better numbers? He had him first in yards by a mile, first in touchdowns. Dak Prescott was the Triple Crown winner and the number 1 team in the NFC. Remember that? Now they lost in the postseason, just like Lamar did. So, yeah, don't give me no slander over here. I don't want to hear it, Darian. Don't be putting out false information on my airwaves. Speaking of false information, that's a one problem. Like, it is so annoying that you can go, like, everywhere today, and it's like misinformation. Yesterday, I thought that the damn Philadelphia Eagles said they weren't going to go to the White House. Did you see that report yesterday?
Sure did.
Guess what? They hadn't even been invited yet. So, man, coming out there with damn false reports, throwing slander on people, making people get all upset and stuff. Pulling a Darian.
Lamar should have won MVP.
Pulling a Darian, I just told you. No, I'm really excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful two-stepping Tuesday. And
Quick
so
draw
excited.
McGraw.
Slow-mo sometimes and quick draw McGraw. And you're like head of the school board in Littleton. Now, I'm switching gears because, again, it's a beautiful Monday, and we talk all kinds of crazy stories on here, but, man, this is one of the most positive stories, I think, from 2024. At the end of 2023, my man Gates Mims was at high on life, man. Just won a state championship football team over at Houston High School, getting ready for his senior year around the corner, bing, bang, boom. Life is Gucci. Gets slapped in the face with the worst nose. Life hit him hard, man. Gets a diagnosis as cancer. Not a good one either, man. Going to have a bone marrow transfusion. Has to find a donor, man. Senior year, going back to try his senior year of football, senior year of high school. Everything's right there. My man gets hit with that kind of news. Well, a lot of people get knocked down. It's whether you get up. My man got up, kicked cancer's ass. Him, his family, and the whole Houston people, all their support and love. We're going to talk about on the other side, baby. Sports56, 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199. To be invested with Betterment is to believe in better, whether it's saving for today or building wealth for tomorrow. We help people and small businesses put their money to work. We automate to make make saving simpler. We optimize to make investing smarter. We build innovative technology backed by financial experts. For anyone who's ever said, "We think I can do better." So be invested in better with Betterment. Get started at Betterment.com. Investing involves risk, performance not guaranteed.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors. I'm often called Shell Done because I sell homes and work with buyers and I get the job done. There are 7 keys to successfully selling your home quickly at a great price. First, call me. I do my research and advise you on preparation, presentation, and proper pricing that gets you the activity to get the best price. Follow my advice and it can happen. I did mention 7 keys to a successful sale, didn't I? Well, if you use the first key, calling or emailing me, you really don't need the next 6 keys. Remember, that's Sheldon Rosengarten at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. If you don't need me now, write it down for later or for a friend. That's Sheldon at 483-0546 at MemphisRelocate.com. Do it now, and who knows, you may hear your home advertised here. Remember, as bad a golfer as I am, when selling homes, Sheldon gets it done.
Tiger Nation, Memphis men's basketball is back in action at FedEx Forum Wednesday, February 26th at 7 when the Tigers welcome the Rice House to the 901. It will be our Wear Black game, sponsored by Regional One Health, as fans are encouraged to show off their favorite Black Memphis gear. Tiger Nation will also be treated to a special halftime performance from Drummers Unlimited. It's time to stand up, Memphis, and cheer on your first place Tigers. Be sure to get your tickets now at GoTigersGo.com.
56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little two-stepping Tuesday, baby. And the weather is just, man, it is gorgeous. Like, you off today, Darian, because today is like your Friday, right, or Saturday? Today's your Saturday because Monday's your Friday.
Monday is my Saturday, basically. Sunday's my Friday.
So this is your Sunday.
Yeah, I get 3 days. I only work 4 days.
Well, man, I love the fact that you up in church today.
Up in church?
Yeah, man.
Getting a good word from Brother Johnny.
Getting it. And by the way, we got great news, great words. We got all kinds of amazing stuff to talk about because my buddy Gates Mims, a.k.a. Gator, went to Houston High School, young man, chill, long snapper, loves his school, loves his family, loving life, gets slapped in the face. I told you all this, man. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, I've dealt with some stuff. We all have. Everybody goes and deals with life. It's ups and downs and ups and downs. It's how you deal with it to get back on the tops. But, man, sometimes people deal with it better than others where they actually inspire others. And I think a whole community was inspired. I've been inspired. But Gates Mims, Gator, he got diagnosed with cancer. And over the last year, he has decided, you know what, I'm not going to worry about this. I'm going to kick cancer's ass. And done nothing but give love. And I am so grateful to welcome Gator to the program. What's up, homie?
Hey, Johnny. Great to be talking with you again.
How's life, my friend? A beautiful day today. Are you at
Yes,
school,
sir.
by the way?
No, I do school online, so I can take breaks and stuff.
Oh, man. Well, you got to fill us all in, man. I'm so glad that we finally got to talk to you. I know, Kylie, last time you were on the program, you were going in there, you and your sister taking care of some business, and kind of update everybody, like, what's happened, where you're at.
Yes, sir. So I'll basically start off, where I left off when we last talked. So, me and my sister, I was going into a bone marrow transplant. I was having to do, radiation and all this other stuff. But transplant went amazing. My sister ended up being she's 2 years older than me, so she's she's 19, she's in college and stuff, and yet, like, when I got her cells, everything was a match. So her blood type was a match. Everything was perfect. So it was like we were twins almost.
Damn.
So it was great. Like the coincidences, it's like it
The
was
chances
almost
were very,
impossible
very
for that to
minuscule.
happen.
Very, very minuscule.
Yes, sir.
And like you get the unbelievable news that this happens. I know your family had to feel good, but then you still had to go through everything. You had to, fight. You had to go to school. It's like all the stuff you went through. Like,
yes, sir.
I need to ask, man, like to be serious, because again, you've been so positive. You've been again, everybody in life gets hit, and you have to get up. It's how you deal with the valleys to get back on top. And you didn't just get back up and fight this. You inspired the whole community, and in fact, everybody who's been listening to this show. Like, what is that like?
It's kind of weird being in the spotlight. I've never really been used to being out there and, helping a lot of people and stuff. But then once I got into that spotlight and once I started speaking out and going and doing all this stuff, it became more natural. And it just started, making me feel good when I would go and just talk with my teams, like the football team and the lacrosse team. And when I go out there and I see everybody, it was just like, it didn't just bring me happiness, but brought everybody else happiness.
And you're a testament to pretty much everybody out there, because there's nobody out there who hadn't been hit with cancer in their family, friends, somebody that they love. And
yes,
it's
sir.
a hell of an inspiration. But I want to go and talk about some of those dark days, because again, you were positive throughout. Like, how hard was it on you physically, mentally, emotionally, and how did you keep that positive attitude, Gates?
I would say it was pretty hard, especially when we hit bone marrow transplant, and I was in the hospital, and I when you get bone marrow transplant, you have to stay on the floor, and you cannot leave your floor. You can hardly leave your room. So I was just stuck inside all the time.
Does that have to be a sterile environment?
Yeah, I had to be in that sterile environment at all times. I couldn't leave. And what really helped me get through it was, I was playing some video games and talking with my friends. That kind of helped me through. But I set a goal for myself, and, the St. Jude Marathon was happening a little bit after I did my bone marrow transplant. And I wanted to walk a marathon before the St. Jude Marathon happened, while I was in the bone marrow transplant floor. And so every day I would go outside my room, and I would put my AirPods in, and I would listen to music and just walk around the floor. And eventually I got to the last day I had to be there, and I had walked a marathon, and it was really cool.
That is, man, how you're 17, right?
Yes, sir.
Because there's something that I did for a while that I need to get back into practicing, but it feels like you said, you set a goal. And then you set a goal and you write it down and you say, this is what I'm going to accomplish. And then you take a step, one step at a time. Because you know what? You can set a goal. You're not going to get there in one jump, one leap. You got to take each step at a time. And I was about 30 years old when somebody told me to write down your goals. Write them down. See them, visualize. And then know that you just got a lot of work, and you got to enjoy the process and just work and put one step in front of the other. And eventually you're going to get to your goals, and it helps you get through each day. Because if you're looking out, if you're looking out towards the future, you're not so focused in on all the small minutia and BS you got to go through every single day, and then get hit with a diagnosis of cancer like that. my man, like that is again, I wish I would have learned that at 17 years old, but I'm grateful I did not have to go through anything that you went through. And again, you're such an inspiration, and that's such a pimp story.
Yes, sir.
Damn, man, like that is awesome. And now, when you got out and you got released, what was that like? What was your next goal?
So, we were thinking I was going to get out around Christmas time, right? I got out, so I had the bone marrow transplant November 15th. I was on the floor for only 17 days.
Damn.
So I was only on the floor for 2 weeks and a half. And I broke like all types of records. I also didn't have to get everybody, like they told me everybody on the transplant floor has gotten a feeding tube in their nose.
Mm.
And that was another one of my goals, was I was determined not to get a feeding tube. And so I got out of there in 17 days, and I did not have to have a feeding tube. So when I got out, we were all surprised that it was so quick, and I was just happy to be home. And I was just happy to, be able to lay in my bed and not worry about having to be woken up by the doctors or anything. It was really nice.
Just to get back in your bed. The small things sometimes you just don't realize
exactly.
how great they are. And
yes, sir.
Until you're like, damn, man, I really can't believe it. I missed my rum. Like something as easy as that. Tell me a little something though, like right now, like how, like this has got to be also another tough thing. Like how difficult was that, seeing some of the pain on your parents' face and knowing what you had to go through, because you had to know how much that was hurting them inside?
Yes, sir. And, well, at first when I saw, like when we were touring St. Jude and when they first started diagnosing what they thought I had and doing all that, and my parents, they would be crying or, they would be upset and trying not to show it as much, near me. I knew what they were I knew how they were feeling, because I was feeling basically the same way. I was just kind of trying to, look tough, trying to be tough, and show them that, we could get through this. But it was hard, watching my mom or my dad start crying, and because you don't really see that often with your parents, and so it was difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wild story. I know everybody out there again has dealt with somebody with cancer and what it's like and what the families have to go through. And like you, again, you're an inspiration to me, and I hope a lot of people out there have learned a lot from you. I know a lot of your high school, like that. Again, these are young people, very impressionable. When I was in high school, I'm very, very, very blessed. I didn't have to deal with anything like that. I was a lunatic. I was worried about football, cheerleaders, parties, field parties. We did field parties back then. It's probably something you have no idea about. But yeah, they don't do that no more. Oh, man, them good old days. 901-360-8255, Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Make me feel a little better. Send me some old school field story parties. But Gates, like your high school, I've never seen that. I mean, except for in the movies, something like, you find on like the Hallmark Channel or Disney or something. Like, you know, this was like real, like, I mean, like the people in the community, the entire high school, your football team. When I went out there and saw all those kids come out there to support you, dress up, everybody was rocking. I still got mine right now on here, the warrior mentality, where it says in Morse code, blank cancer. Like
yes,
all these people came around and like supported you, and I think probably learned something. We learned something about that community. What was that like?
when
Did you know you were that loved?
I did not at first, and because when it happened over the summer, I didn't really tell that many people, and it was just something that me and my family were going through. But then it got out there right at the beginning of the school year, especially with the football team and stuff, and that's when I was posting a little bit on Instagram, and I was seeing what everybody was saying, and I saw all the support on Instagram, but then I also saw all the support from the school when I started receiving letters. I started receiving so many letters from so many people just about how they're praying for me and how they'll support me and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. I didn't think it would be anything like this.
It's it was awesome, and it just makes me kind of like look back at Houston and think to myself, like, the job that they've done over there. Everything. Again, we talked about the athletic excellence that Houston has, but like just the sense of community, y'all's coaches, being able to bring everybody together. Me this year getting to meet a lot of your friends and all the coaches and going out there and seeing that was just something extremely special. And we always have these negative comments about Shelby County. That was that just shows there's a lot of love out there in this world, and I know that you felt it. Got to know right now, what is your current status? Like, what's going on today?
Okay.
Where you at?
So, they keep a pretty close eye on you until about day 100 after transplant. And last Sunday was day 100.
Oh, congratulations, Holmes.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
So, I had a bone marrow aspirate and my 100-day bone marrow aspirate and 100-day PET scan yesterday. And then if that all looks good, I'll be getting my because remember how I showed you, or I told you about my double lumens that I had in my chest?
Yep.
Well, if all the testing comes back good from yesterday, then Friday I should be getting my my line out, and I can start traveling again, and I'll start coming to St. Jude only like once every 2 weeks. And then we'll do it once every month, and then they'll just keep getting farther and farther out, and eventually I won't have to go back to St. Jude.
And how lucky we are to have St. Jude in Memphis, have Le Bonheur,
yes,
have the great establishments. We are so blessed here, and the work that they do is just it's whoa, it's heavy.
Yeah.
But I got to know, since like you're about to get this bad boy out, where's the first place you want to go?
The first place I'm gonna go, my cousin Chris is he's a Secret Service. He's in the Secret Service, but he is the head.
It's not a secret anymore.
But he is the head of the Bomb Dog Foundation.
Oh, wow.
And he had a book written about him and his bomb dog when he was in the military, because he was in the Marines, and he was a bomb dog specialist. And
I gotta say, I'm loving your family more and more every single time I talk to you, Gates.
Yes, sir. But so he was a bomb dog specialist, and his dog ended up, she saved tons of lives and ended up getting the, I forget what it's called, but it's like the Medal of Honor for the bomb dogs.
Wow.
And they are going to build a statue for her, and they've already built one, and they asked him where he wanted to place the second statue, and he was like, "I want to place one in my hometown," and
wow.
I'm gonna go to Tuscaloosa where they're gonna be placing the statue, and that's gonna be really cool.
What was the name of the dog? Do you remember?
Luca.
I actually saw that. Like that was a while ago. War Dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the book was called Top Dog. That was written about her. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that is, man! What a wild story, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Man, and so you're going to go check that out. That is really, man. You guys, you have to come back more often. You guys have great stories, my friend. Now we talked about, like, people out there. To be honest with you, I hope they're listening. Again, if you want to achieve anything, write down your goals. Start taking the steps to
sir.
it. It's kind of what I got from Gates today. It's helped him through this whole situation. But I do need to know, what are your new goals? What you got? What are you going to write down today?
So my new goals, we're still having to be careful. My immune system's still not the best, and I still have to be really careful about that. But my new goals is I'm going to start going into the weight room and building my muscle back. And then I'm also what I really want to do is I'm going to start working on long snapping again.
Oh, no. Here we go.
And so I'm going to get with Morgan Cox, the long snapper for the
Baltimore
Tennessee
Ravens
Titans.
and now Tennessee Titan.
Yes, sir. And he lives in Carterville.
Yep.
So
very, very nice guy. I've met him a couple times.
Yes, sir. I've worked with him before, and it was ironic because he said just give $50 to any charity, and I believe we gave $50 to St. Jude. But I texted him because I have his number, and I'm gonna work with him on building up muscle that I need to build up for long snapping, and then I'm gonna work with him on like my
basically physique, snapping technique, the whole
technique.
thing.
Yeah, my technique.
Man, that is
so,
and again, Morgan Cox, like if I remember correctly, I mean he's been doing it for so long it's not even funny.
I know.
I mean, with Ravens, the Titans, he was a Pro Bowler for a few times. I know that if I remember correctly, wasn't he? 4-time Pro Bowler,
sir.
I believe.
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler too.
That is awesome, and I'm glad you got his number and he's reaching out and hanging out with you. Gates, man, this has been a pleasure. I wish I had more time. Got to pay a few bills as life is. Tell your family, like, man. Hug your sister. Tell her we all love her. I know the whole city's behind her. Before we get off, though, I did have to ask you, how is she doing? Is she 100% Gucci and back at college?
Yes, sir. She's doing great. She had to come down to give me a little bit more blood. It was just like a little boost and everything. But she headed back to college, and she's doing great. So,
Gator, do me a favor. Send your number to Ben and have him send it to me. We're going to do this again. I want to keep up with you. Like, your story's been inspirational. You're so much fun to have on here. And I know for a fact you got a whole bunch of national championship cheerleaders back in Oxford who are crying right now because I got a few texts. So,
yes, sir.
Hey, man, have a wonderful one, and thank you for everything, and just keep kicking cancer's ass, and keep writing down them goals and knocking them down and scratching them out after you reach them, all right?
Yes, sir.
That's my buddy Gator. Gates Mims. What a story. And damn, man. Talk about wise beyond his years. Wise beyond his years. Man, what almost had me crying like 4 times. Like I had a little crackly voice over here and everything. Lord.
Touching Johnny's heart.
Mm-hmm. Such an inspiration. And again, thank you so much to St. Jude and Le Bonheur. Thank you, like, Houston High School for, informing me of all this stuff. And I'm just glad I have this platform to bring it to all y'all because it's just inspirational, and we need a little bit of love in our life.
Speaking of love, I love the fact that he still loves sports.
Hell yeah,
like,
man.
It's embedded in him. Like, it's there.
DNA, baby. Sports.
Yeah, sports brings us all together.
We need those kind of positive, uplifting stories. And we also need to laugh, right? And we need to, go out there and, talk about some things. You know what? We're going to laugh. We're going to love. No, we ain't going to love. Somebody was doing too much loving. That's why we're going to laugh. We're going to laugh, learn. What else are we going to do? Laugh, learn.
Get a little Hardenwood. You laugh and learn in Hardenwood, right?
That's what I'm going at. But, do we do more than laugh and learn? We make fun a little bit. There's life lessons on the other side. Don't you dare touch that dial. I'm going to give you a little bit of wood. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56, WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56.
Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
You get the best of Memphis for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack. Choose from house pastrami, corned beef, smoked turkey, roast beef, roast pork, beef brisket, and full shoulders, all made in-house. Elwood's fresh baked bread is delivered daily only in our bakery in Cordova, and all Elwood's cakes and sweet treats come from Frost Bakery. Open daily for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack on summer in the Lowe's parking lot. And the newest Elwood's at 4040 Parkland Plus. You are there. Get the best of Memphis. Anywhere else at Elwood Shack.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. You'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp. You've already got only 3, but that one shrimp is so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you get shrimp. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
It's the Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett. $249 a month or buy for $18,410 gets 43 MPG. 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid PHEV. Compare to Mazda CX-90. Better range, better warranty, and we Gossett at $299 per month or buy for $42.9. Ready to upgrade your ride? Get 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander. $399 a month or buy for $29,460. Plus, get peace of mind with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossip Mitsubishi today to start your year off right. 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
MSRP 18410, PHEV RZO 59821, MSRP 489, Outlander RZO 67325, MSRP 33210, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 895, excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a two-stepping Tuesday, baby. Tito's. Best spirit in the world. It's also USA Vodka. After Rocky dropped Drago in Rocky 4, Tito Beverage decided, you know what? I'm not drinking Russian vodka anymore. I'm making USA. I'm going to make it also not just vodka. I ain't going to make it from potatoes like the Russians do. We're making this from corn because it's 100% gluten-free. Don't want no gluten in my diet, man. So get the best. It's Tito's. Beautifully porked. I mean, like, there's no frills, there's no flavors, there's no fancy labels. It's just the juice, baby. 6 times distilled before it's stilled in classic copper pots. It's a very unique way of stilling, and that's why it's such a great vodka. It is the #1 spirit in the world. It is Tito's. The best part of waking up is Tito's in your cup. Guess what? I just got stickers, dog. I got cards. The little people just showed up. It was a bunch of little people. The LPL. Look at my stickers.
You do got stickers? Oh, my goodness.
LPL.
I am so glad your camera's working back now. Hold that up again. What?
Little people.
Oh, my God.
It's the Little People League with the L.
This thing is moving faster than I thought.
PPL, Little People Polo. Man, I love the little people.
At this rate, you'll have summer games. 25.
I just need like literally a little Donald Trump to engineer, bring in, make a city. It's only going to be, it's like the size of Memphis, but on a smaller scale. Because we got 651,000 little people in the world, and I want them to all live in one location. We're going to videotape the whole thing. We're going to have professional athletes. We're going to have little lawyers, little curbs. Man. Little Jerry Springer. Damn.
Don't forget Lil Penny.
Lil Penny. Dude, Lil Penny will be there. Damn. Now, loving the Little People League. I love that. But the other thing is, you know what else I got? I got a shirt during the break. It says Ring the Bell. Do you know what the Ring the Bell is? Now, not the song, You Can Ring My Bell. Do it. You got that high voice. Yeah, go.
Nah, that was screaming.
Nah, that was nice trying. I like You Can Ring My Bell. But no, do you remember Jay Morgan, my producer?
Yeah.
The one that a few people out there in this world.
He's coaching college basketball now.
Yeah, he is. He's growing up. He grew up. He's coaching college basketball at a Little People University. Did you know that? They use 6-foot goals. Where is he coaching, actually?
He's in
you don't know.
Wisconsin, I believe. Dacus knows. Dacus knows the actual school. It's a D3 college, though.
Well, junior fortune hunter who made a fortune yesterday on Hampton. Did you see that nice beat down of Stony Brook yesterday?
You were all over it, sir.
Now, she made a shirt. Ring the bell. Bring the bell back. So, Darian, your job is to now bring back the bell. Can you handle it?
What kind of bell, man?
Like a bell. Like, it's a little bell and you go ding, like the one back in the day when you used to go to a hotel and the lady be in the back smoking cigarettes, but before, like, you remember that? And you have to, like, ring the damn bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Well, a lot of the bells I'm associated with now are banned because they don't allow Mississippi State to bring their cowbells on the road. So, we can't take them anywhere. So I got cowbells.
I don't like the cowbell.
Cling, 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 cling. I got those.
I don't like it. I don't need more cowbell.
Nobody from Ole Miss loves cowbells. I noticed that.
But no, they're also annoying when they would come.
That's
to
the point.
It's the most annoying ding ding ding. And like, dude, if you were like a fan of that team, how could you deal with that every single Saturday?
That's why it's banned across just about every other college.
It kept y'all from getting actually a lot of people in y'all stands. Now, what's your excuse?
Yeah, some people, some homers don't like it, but hey, got my cowbell on.
Now, we got to get to a little bit of hardwood, but I do have to tell you, like, owning a home is wonderful, is it not?
Absolutely.
Dude,
I can tell you that.
Buying and selling one, some people think it can't be. But let me tell you something, it can be easy. It can be wonderfully fast. All you need is Margie O'Neill of RE/MAX Experts. Do me a favor. Go to margie.o'neill@remax.net. Hit her up. Or you can just be like, yo, man, 901-685-6000. 901-685-6000. And say, yo, what's up, Margie? I want to buy a home. Bing, bang, boom. Wonderfully fast. Done. Let's go to Hardwood. Caught you off guard. Look at two-stroke joke.
No, I'm present. No, there was an error. There was a computer error, man. There was a computer error.
I just have a feeling like you the kind of person, girl goes out, dressed up, puts on some pumps up her sisters, puts nice jewelry, little smell good on.
Take her to McDonald's.
And you took her to fine dinner.
Oh, a little fine dinner, okay.
But you came home, she got all dressed up for that.
For that.
But two strokes. And now she thinks you a joke.
And a slow draw.
So how come you got, 4 kids?
Yep. The 4 is
Now we know
slow
why.
draw.
Now we know why. All right, now I do have to bring up, this is a topic of sex. We kind of talked about sex yesterday. What did we talk about sex? Because people are nasty.
Shelby County, how
Hey, man,
those
be
rates.
careful. Again, we need Lifestyles, Trojan, Magnum, come up in Memphis and dole those suckers out. Remember the State Puff Marshmallow Man? Make one for condoms. We need these. If you ain't gonna abstain, make sure you wrap that thing. Do-wop, yeah. Now, that was yesterday's news. Today's news is, I'm going to be honest when I say this, and I'm going to give you these things called fun facts of life, and you just either you like it, you don't like it, you deal with it. You can accept it, or you can sit there and pretend and live in your own BS reality that is not real. But let me just tell you a little secret. Are you ready?
That sounds like marriage vows, but carry on,
Let
sir.
me just tell you something. Your wife ever cheats on you, it ain't the dude's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Could be his fault.
Bruh, no. You didn't take no vows with other people. You took them with your wife.
Correct.
I'm not putting myself. I would never cheat. If Darian went out and had an affair on his wife, it wouldn't be the girl's fault.
That's because she thinks I sound hot on the radio.
It would be Darian's fault.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Now, if this was sliced and it was blamed on me, I would 100% blame it on the woman. And I would say it's biology, dear. Damn it, I have an excuse for everything. Check it out. Darian, you're my fiance.
Shoot.
I get busted. Say something.
What you doing, Johnny? What is this in your phone?
Oh my gosh, I did not cheat. Okay, I did. Well, I would deny to the day I die, so this would never actually come out of my mouth. But for those who don't live my life philosophy, deny to the day you die. If you open up your mouth, it better be like this. It was her fault.
The name saved in his phone say satellite, and she want to take you to space.
I am a man. It's biology. It's not my fault. She's the predator. She preyed on weak prey. And all men are weak prey. So therefore, it could be it's always the woman's fault. If the wife cheats on you, it's the wife's fault, not the dude. And if you cheat on your wife, it's the damn other girl's fault. Because it's biology and we can't help ourselves because our brains don't work because our little brain somehow has a stronger signal than our big brain to our body.
And all the blood leaves your feet.
It does. Nothing we can do about it. We know
paralyzed.
When we see our arrow pointing in a certain direction, we cannot not go in that direction.
That away. Yeah,
it is
that away.
not. There is no. There's a no switch. There's not an emergency kill switch. There's not nothing. You can't do nothing. If she showed you her, if a girl shows you her,
there's no
boobs,
wrap it
it's
up button
over.
like Chappelle showed. No wrap it up.
Now you need to wrap it, but no, that was a good one. But my point is, sorry about that. I was trying to say
So passionate.
I found out. Dude, I like this one. I just got this one from Junior Fortune Hunter. If you can't abstain, wrap that thing. No. If you can't abstain, contain that thing. I like that. That's just a slogan. If you can't abstain, contain that thing. It's brought to you by the drug abuse resistant education that worked so good in the 90s. Now, the reason I bring this up, and I was kind of saying, you can't blame another man, is because Steve Smith Jr., the former Carolina Panther, stud wide receiver,
NFL Network correspondent.
Tougher than nails, is a NFL Network correspondent, also does the nightcap with Chad Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you this. I did not know about this until I listened to their podcast. And this goes back to my man, Tony Martinez. Tony Martinez's wife, Nicole, is a member of the Ravens marching band. I didn't even know it. The marching band's even got hotties in it. So Tony Martinez's wife is in the marching band for the Ravens. Steve Smith is calling games and doing NFL Network stuff in Baltimore. They run into each other. And he's Steve Smith Jr. And her husband is Tony Martinez. Again, Tony Martinez does not have a vow with Steve Smith Jr. Steve Smith Jr. actually was again trapped by a woman because Tony Martinez's wife sent out some unbelievably crazy text messages to Steve Smith Jr. after they met, hung out a little bit. Okay, let me just tell you something. One, I'm just going to tell you something. I do very well. I did very well before I met Chaz. I did very well, okay?
It's the beard.
I did not. No, man, I've been doing that since I came out the womb, son.
DNA, baby. The point is, wait, actually, I'm calling him Junior. Steve Smith Senior. I think he said Junior. The point is the woman sent him a text that said, I want your
arrow unit out the container, and all kinds of dirtiness, like deep, wet craziness.
It basically is what you do when you're cheating.
Yeah, I mean, like
those words are there.
Like, I mean, and then also in the text, she already admitted that she had already slept with him because she basically went out there and said, I love the way you do this to me. I love the way you do that. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. You're better than this. You're better than that. Oh my God, I need Mr.
36, 24, 36.
No. Steve Smith's a man.
Oh, no, I was talking about her. Okay.
No. She's sending this to Steve Smith. Steve's just like, all right, what you doing later, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's handling it Gucci. Well, Tony Martinez.
That's the husband?
Yes, gotcha. Of Nicole, who's sending text messages to Steve Smith about all kind, like some heavy duty stuff. Like, man, I'm telling you one thing. If Chaz sent something like that to another man, I'd be like, you are the dirtiest. Where was that when we were together? Send that to me while I'm at work. I get, what are you doing?
Little motivation.
Where are you at? Motivate me, girl. I'm going to come flying up in that joint.
You are so right.
It's so true.
You're so right.
My text messages from Chaz are like, where are you? What's for dinner? Will you pick something? No, I love Chaz. She's an angel. She's the best person. She's better. She's way better than I deserve. What I'm just saying. Like, this is like, how's he going to resist this? Like, if somebody sent me text like this, I would go into probably like a different dimension. I'd be like, Like, I feel like if I was in a 12-step program, I'd have to call my sponsor. I need to be in one. Not for like drugs or alcohol. For hot women. So she sends all this stuff. Guess what? He does what she says. Tony Martinez gets in her phone and finds these text messages between the two. Confronts his wife. His wife, not on the deny to the day you die plan, because she's like, I'm so sorry, Tony Martinez, my husband. I was weak. And then she's like, Steve was, and he's like, I know, I read your text messages. Well, my man Tony Martinez went on his X feed, screenshot their text messages, posted them, also with him calling Steve Smith on the phone and saying, you sleeping with my wife? You sleeping with my wife? And then Steve Smith's like, huh? And he's like, this is Tony Martinez. My wife's Nicole in the marching band. You sleeping with my wife? And Steve don't say nothing. Because you know what I would do? Say nothing either. I wouldn't have been so nice just to listen to the rant for 30 minutes. I'd have been just hung up on him and be like, y'all,
yeah,
bro.
He took it. He didn't hang up.
Yeah, bro. In fact, you know what I would have dropped? The only thing I would have said was, that's between you and your wife. My name's Paul. That's between y'all. By the way, thank you.
Paul and y'all.
Thank you, sir. I know we're now Eskimo brothers. I know you've been there and done that, but Lord. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't Steve's fault
It's her fault. But you know what, Tony Martinez? You stupid. Put that on social media? Like, yo, white man, you perfect, Tony? Obviously not if she wouldn't have been out doing little Steve. I don't know, man. Putting that on the ex, man, like bringing shame to your wife. You still her husband. She did you wrong, but you don't do that. And then also, like, putting the phone call and her text messages together on the ex made you look like a little beep. I know why she cheated on you, because you a beep. Tony, you a beep. Little beep, beep. That's why she went with big old Steve. Hey, man, Steve was a little wide receiver in the NFL. Remember that. They always say the best presents come in small packages, right? Well, here's the funny thing is I wouldn't even have known this because I was just checking out, doing my little podcast scroll at the gym. Come across Chad Johnson. And I have to say, Chad Ochocinco. I have to say, I agree with Chad Johnson 150,000%. He said, I know Smitty 20 years. He was just at my party at the Super Bowl. Had a great conversation with him. I love the guy. Hard-nosed, the way he plays the X, Y, and the Z, bro. His size going over the middle. But, bro, tell Tony Martinez he need to take that up with his wife, man. Smitty owes you no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with your wife. Calling Steve Smith and then putting that out on social media. Like, is Steve married? Did you just, like, is that a rat? I don't know if Steve is married, by the way. That's something
he is. All parties involved are married.
This is some Tony Martinez. Man, clean your own side of the street. I guess that's what we learned today. Well, don't cheat, because cheating is bad, right?
It is, John.
Okay, don't do it. By the way, I don't do it. You don't do it.
No.
I'm being dead serious. I really don't. I'm like letting that be known. So all you people, everything I say on the radio is all BS. I'm an act. I'm a character inside of
I have a couple of stalkers though.
You do?
Yep.
It's kind of dangerous.
It's all good.
You like it? Though,
yeah, I like it. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Man, it's like, dude.
I've had a couple follow you on pop up on social media. Hey, I heard you on the radio with Johnny Money.
2 seconds is good enough for me, baby.
Or that slow draw you got.
Damn, that's good, dog. That's good. Okay. I also did have a Cocana story. Cocaina. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, you want to get it now? You want to go to break? What you want to do?
You want to pay a bill?
Your call. You got to call it quick.
All right, I'm paying a bill. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to give you a bet. I'm going to tell you about Cocaina. Sports56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hello? Hey, little sis. Did you get your W-2 yet?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know last year when I told you to file early to get your refund quick?
Yes, I remember.
Well, go ahead and call now, and you can get your refund fast.
Thanks. That's why I love you. Always looking out for your little sis.
To get your taxes filed quick and get your refund fast, go to Brenton Tax Service, located in Midtown Memphis on Madison Avenue. We may not be related to you, but at Brenton Tax Service, we protect you like family.
Bobby J says get to the Gossett Kia President's Day sales event today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You'll find 2025 Kia K4 LXS for less than $5 a day at $159 a month with class-leading torque and fuel efficiency. 2025 Kia Telluride S with more power, larger cargo bed area, and more ground clearance than Nissan Pathfinder $398 a month. 2025 Sportage EX, better overall consumer rating than Toyota RAV4, longer warranty for Evans.com at $279 a month. All with $49.99 due at signing. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile power powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Acquisition fee 20,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Pay for SEO 233118, MSRP 25320. Telluride SG 596 204, MSRP 41060. Sportage S719 2005, MSRP 30660. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through KFA. Excludes tax filing license 895 PF with approved credit. Dealer stock only. CD for complete details. Offer valid through 3/2/2025.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, I looked up and the damn music was back, and I'm over here texting like Junior Fortune Hunter and my man Money, T-Money. You know, it's a beautiful day like that. You know what we're doing? Yeah, you know what we're doing. Tito's. Tito's. Now, I have to amend the story. Everything that I said on the other side of the break, I agree with. If the facts were the way that I thought they were. But I just found out from Darian Newsom's research extraordinaire, producer of Johnny Radio's Happy Hour and producer at Fox News. No,
man.
5, Channel 5. That's 13. Which one's yours?
I know. What reason? 5.
No, it's 5, but what's y'all's letters?
Oh, 5. Action News 5.
I know, but like, don't y'all have like...
Oh, WMC.
I was going to say, man,
yeah,
like
WMC.
we WHBQ.
And WMC, yep.
Sorry. WMC, News Channel 5. Sorry, Darren, but I'm back. Darian told me that, like, Steve Smith works with the lady, works with the husband.
Yep.
Friends with Tony Martinez. They have family photos together and vacation together. Bro, actually, now you can blame Steve because I did not think Steve knew the man. You can't go doing that to your friends or co-workers. Steve. Steve. No. You can, even if you're the boss, you can't do that, okay? I mean, back in the 90s you could, remember? Because you were the boss. But life has changed. It's 2025.
Quid pro quo going on.
Yeah, you can't be in a picture with a man and his wife.
And the kids.
And the kids. And then be like, I just slipped and fell. Nope. You know what? Steve Smith, you were wrong. But Tony, don't ever take that stuff to social media. Y'all can never recover. You ruined everything. Hey, do me a favor. Get out there. Make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Owning your own home is wonderful, and buying your own home can be wonderfully easy if your agent is Marty O'Neill of